Hi, welcome back. The last video was very blurry, and I presume it's down to some of the settings. Well, don't presume, it will be down to some of the settings. So I'm going to try it with this video now. I'm just showing you the site again. So if I go into my files and go to my home page, that's just the home page that I have made for this particular site. You can hover over all these. It's not live at the moment, hence that's why you can see all these orange background on all the points. But you can, for these, you can just click on it to change the set point. This will bring up the history. It's just brought it up in on this other screen at the moment. The floors, we're doing the floors. So that's my basement level. That's my floor 0. Level 1 with the fan coils. Level 2 with the fan coils. The reason I've left that there at 20 is I don't know where the hell it goes. All the pop-up screens just come up here. Let me just bring that across. So that's a pop-up screen giving all the information with regard to the fan coil. Like I said, 20, it's not on the plan. It goes 19 and then it jumps straight to 21, so I'm not too sure about 20. I made this box myself with the picture of the fan coil. If we look in it, if I just go to edit mode, you can see how it's done. So I've got the foreground. I just use as normal standard foreground. I'll show you how that's done. Let me just cancel that. Unanimate. Animate, eye status to simple, foreground, okay. Background, I've gone a constant grey. The text is the parent name, and the /n is a new line, and then the out value is naturally the out value of the off temperature. So there's my point off temperature. And there's my pop-up, which is going to go to drivers, fan coils, FC1, so that's floor 1, and that's fan coil 20. And you can see that if I go to config and drivers and fan coils, you can see this here with the fan coils, all the information there in the fan coil. And that's where it's pointing to, that folder, and that folder I've got attached the fan coil image. So when you click on any of these, popped it up again on this other screen, that brings your pop-up for fan coil. Right, so level 2's done, level 3 is not populated, level 4 isn't, level 5 isn't, and roof level is, but there's VRVs here which will be connecting by a backnet, but I haven't got that information yet, so I can't put any information there. But what we can do while I'm showing you this is I've got to do level 3. So what I will do is I'll look at the drawing, but I know that the drawing, but let's just have a, but I presume the drawing is going to be the same. Let me just move that across to that side, that's monitor right in front of me, and go into the folder there, and I want level 3, which is that one there, level 3, and let me just zoom this in because eyesight's not as good as it used to be. And yeah, 8, fan coil 9, 10, 11, fan coil 1, yeah, it looks like it's the same, 19, 20B and 20A, but on 3. So that's good. So what we can do now is we can minimize that, and I'll go to my level 2. This is a quick, easy way of doing this. I'm going to highlight all these fan coils that are already related to fan coil on floor 2. Copy them I was just going to do a control key C on the keyboard, but it's better I just do a copy there. Come out of edit mode, go to level 3, and then I'm going to paste them into level 3. Now you can see they've still got the 2, 9, you can see all that lot there. I'm not worried about that at the moment. So that's all pasted into there. I mean, I'll just take one of these, and it's looking at fan coil 2. I want to keep the number at the end, so I'm just going to take that right to the 2, control key C, so I've got it copied in its memory, which is going to be exactly the same as this line as well down here. And then this is a nice easy trick. Go to the AX file editor, click on this A and B at the top, paste that into there, paste that into there, change that to a 3, so I'm replacing, so it's searching for all them that's got the 2 and it's going to put a 3 at the end. Replace all, and then now go into the normal mode, and that's it all done. Now the reason you've got nothing there is because we haven't done it this side here. We have only gone up to fan coil 2 there. So what I'm going to do is take fan coil 1 sorry, on level 2, duplicate it, call it 3, take out the 0 at the end there, and then duplicate, 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 duplicate. Don't worry about that 0, 1, 0 and the 0, 1, 1. We'll deal with that one in a minute. Duplicate. Might as well just duplicate it. But we're way out of the line now. So I think we went up to 25, didn't we? So let's just delete them. Let's have a quick look. 24 we went to. So that is going to be 20A. So rename 20A. And we're going to rename that one as 20B. And because I want it all in order, I'm just going to right click that and I'm going to go reorder. And I'm going to scroll all the way down, take that and move it up so it's nicely under that. And that should be it. So if we refresh this now, we've got them come up. Oh yeah, so we've already got the single ones. I said don't worry about it, and I mean it. We need to take that, and we need to take that, and we need to rename and FCU 3 underscore 0 to FCU 3 underscore. That takes out that 0. Now if we refresh them, we've got all our fan coils in there now. 20A. And we can click on a fan coil. Don't know why it's put it over there. But I also can edit this wording. So, or the client can edit this wording. I've made it so it's a string and they can edit it to basically say, I don't know, near someone's desk or location 26 or whatever. We know it's a 3rd floor, we know it's 20A, but they may want to say near a window or whatever you want. But I've made it so that they can actually click on that and edit it, and it will only edit it for that one. So this is 20A, so let's just go, let's just put 20A there. I think I put a 0, 20A, and then close that down. I mean, if I go to 20B, again it's moved it, put the pop up there. You can see it hasn't got anything there now. But if I click on 20A, again, let's put the pop-up up there. You can see it's got 20A there. So they can rename it to whatever they want it to be. And all that's in is, if we look here, it's this note here. And you're just writing to that. Let's show you the PX, just to show you what I mean. So that will be under my PX and pop-ups and fan coil pop-up. In fact, we'll edit it with data. So let me just go to a fan coil like so, and that is the note set, so you can set it, and that's displaying whatever the note is, and that's showing you the out value there. All these AHUs are revitalized, very revitalized AHUs there, so they're for every folder. So you make one graphic, but that one graphic will be used on every single folder. So all these values will be different eventually, because we'll be bringing the backnet values in to each one of these folders. And then if I need to change the graphic, I can just change one graphic and it change it for all the fan coils. Now if there isn't a fan coil with a heating coil, let's give you an example. Well, 324, we can see a heating coil there. Let's say there was only a cooling coil. Say it was on the outside of where loads and loads of glass, and there is no heating. There's no requirement for heating. So that's 324. So if I delete this heating coil, we'll just rename it for now, but I could just delete it. Let's just put lots of K's at the end of it. Now you can see there's no value and there's no heating coil. Yes, the temperature sensor's gone because I've actually linked that, so that's something that I need to change now. So if there isn't, I think everything's got a heating coil anyway, but what I'm going to do is, because it just changes colour from normal to red when it's heating, but everything's going to have a cooling coil, but I don't want it to be red when it's cooling. So all I'm going to do there is delete that, take that, duplicate it, and not use the red bit, just in case there's where there isn't a heating coil anywhere. And then I can put this back, so if I rename that back to what it should be and refresh, there's my heating coil and my percentage. As simple as that. So one graphic, all fan coils. Bear in mind I've got other fan coils to do now. So where was we with the fan coils? We've done floor 3. So we've done that floor 3. I've got floor 4 to do, but I need to look if I can see the number. Yeah, there's a 20A there. I can just see a 20A there and a 20B. So that's going to be exactly the same plan again. So highlight it all. Oh, I don't want them. Control key C or copy. Let's do a copy for you. Go to level 4. Paste that. Probably need to move that down a bit there. And I'm just using the arrow on my keyboard, arrows on my keyboard. That would do for now. And then I've got to change all that lot. So all I'm going to go now is I go into the AX text file editor, click on there, and I've already got the 30. That's the wrong one. I need to change. Not that. Close. I need to change this here. Fan coils FC 3. Control key C. Now I've copied it, but what I could have done is on the A and B, I'll be able to select the last one that I use. Well, that's what the last one I used for the renaming of the fan coils, taking out the 0. But if I go there and go there, I can then change that to a 3 because it's 3 I've copied, and change that to a 4, replace all, and then we find that they're all being replaced. And again, if I duplicate one of these, so fan coil 1, duplicate it, call it fan coil 4 underscore 1, duplicate, 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 duplicate. What I'm doing there is I'm getting the last one, putting my finger on the shift on the keyboard and pressing it to highlight them all. Duplicate. We went to 20. Okay, so we can get rid of them. Delete. 25 is actually going to be 20B with a lowercase b. That's going to be 20A. And then we need to take them zeros out. Rename. I can select that, and that's going to be a 4. And I need that to say 4 underscore. Giving me an example of what it's going to be, taking the zeros out. I'm happy with that. Go OK. And then again, I'm going to just reorder because I like things nice and tidy. Go down to the 20B and move that up to there. And then if I do a refresh, we've got level 4 done. Level 5 is going to be the same. The roof, there isn't any fan coils. They're my meters. Again, I pick up on one and that gives me my graph, which of course there's nothing there at the moment. This is a pop-up on that one. Let me just move that across. Again, that's a pop-up, and that's the edit box, which I've already edited what EM11 is. I had an Excel spreadsheet, so I could just put in. So when someone goes to, well, looks at these, they know exactly what part of the plant it's feeding, like PV inverter, photovoltaic inverter, the solar panels up on the roof. Gives you them an idea of what energy is being used. Miscellaneous, we only had 2 miscellaneous, a comms room AC fan and a bin store extract fan. And then of course there's all the documents relating to the site so that they can open up all PDFs. AHU 4, 1, 2, 3 and 4 all the same, just they're the same type, same points. So there's my AHU graphic, which is slightly different to your standard AHU. So that looks like your box section of an AHU that you would normally get, and it's splitting it out to the filter, the panel filter there, the fan going through your heating and your cooling coils. The reason there's no values there is because these values are taken via BACnet, and we're yet to connect the AHU to BACnet. That the bag filter is also BACnet. So these are just hard points directly to the AHU, and I've left a box there to put the BACnet points in. I don't know how many points we'll be putting in, but I know we'll be having a heating and a cooling, and we'll be having a filter and a panel filter, the extract panel filter. And then of course I can populate these. So they're all the same. There's no difference there. VRV heating. So entrance lobby trench heating circuit, and then the domestic hot water. There's no gas boilers. Everything is all VRVs. The hydro boxes there. Domestic hot water plants. So this is the DHW clarifiers with the shunt pumps and shunt pumps, sorry, de-strap pumps, and of course the domestic hot water out and coming back in again, mixing in with the cold water storage. And again, this is showing it here, but it's showing the hydro box side of it, i.e. what's producing the heat, where this is showing you, so that's the heat going in there from the hydro boxes. This is showing you it going out. Cold water storage, there's some graphs there, but because the point's stale, it's not bringing up the meter, but there is a meter that will be shown of what temperature. So that would be, say, 16 degrees, and there'd be a circle line going around to 16 degrees and whatever temperature that is. So again, these just click on to going towards the meters page, but there we can just click straight on that and it bring up the graph. Naturally it'd be a straight line at the moment because there's no data. And then of course we've got the home page. So the main page, we've got all our alarms and everything at the bottom, our main stuff that we want. We want to make sure those tanks aren't above 21, 22 degrees, Legionella and everything, the storage tanks, and if they are, we want to be getting them flushed out. And these are domestic hot water temperatures, which is important to us, that they're above at least 58, 59 degrees, I would say 60 degrees. Got all our schedulers here. There's lots of schedulers, and all they can do that are there is they can just click on it and they can edit the scheduler within the trend IQ Vision side of it. But that's the overview of all the schedulers. And then I added in this box here, this info box, and that's showing me basically all the set point changes of what's been done. So as you know, I've just done some set point changes, so, and you can see that I've changed the text there. I had 20 with a normal 0 MNA, so it's showing you all the changes in the time that was made and who made it. And then access, people that's logging in, which is just me at the moment, on the different days when I started. So I started this on February the 21st. It's now the 26th, so I've done 5 days of this work. System points, so anything can alarm, anything overridden, and they're all in fault. So you're going to see every single point here in fault at the moment because we're not live on site. Network, so showing you 2 networks, your trend networks, MCPO1 and MCPO2, and no VCN connections available. Reason being is because it's still on my PC here. We're running IQ Vision, it's got to go to site. System, so this is my PC, current CPU, the free memory, the overall, my host ID, the station name, and the Niagara version, which is 4.14. And BATnet, I normally do that so that I can see how busy the BAT network is going to be. But again, we haven't got the BAT network yet, so I can't tell you how busy that's going to be. And that's about it. Did I show you the alarms? I presume I did, but if we click on there, we got our alarm page with our little key down here showing you the graphics. And I think that is it for this site. So I'm going to continue doing level 5, and then I've basically finished this until we get the backnet sorted out. Alright. Thank you very much for watching.